Sit up, lock करते हैं. Introduce yourself.
Ma'am, my name is Shivani Mahapatra. I am from Sundargarh district. I completed my secondary education from KK High School and my intermediate from Vikas Junior College, Bargarh. And then I pursued my integrated LLB from University Law College, Bani Bihar. And then from the same college, I passed my LLM.
Okay, so what are your subjects in this particular judiciary exam?
Ma'am, my compulsory subjects were procedural law in English, then optionals were law of crime and torts, then law of property and personal law.
Okay, so tell me what are the main reasons for selecting this particular field?
Ma'am, from very beginning I am inclined towards judiciary, and this is the field where I can give justice to people. And in our country, the present situation is there is delay in dispensing in justice. So I want to give justice by entering into this field.
Okay, so tell me, Shivani, if by God's grace you are getting judiciary, what are the first 3 changes you are going to make?
First of all, a judge is the person who gives justice, who has the power to decide. So there is number of cases which are pending, and when if God's grace I will be selected, then my first work will be I will try my best to decide the cases as soon as possible, and then secondly that's
Okay, so if your name is on the list after your Viva, what are the next 3 things you are going to do?
So I could not.
After the result,
Yes.
if you see your name in the list, what is the first next 3 things you are going to do?
First of all, if by God's grace I will be selected, then this is purely actually this is my this is not my first attempt. I am preparing for this from years, and this will be a fortune to me when I will be selected. So I am very much thankful to my teachers, my parents, and I will be I can't say.
Okay. So if God forbid, if your name in case doesn't come in the merit list, what are you going to do next? Next 3 things.
I could not understand actually what I.
Again, Viva college के अपन को result है ना नहीं. Next 3 things कौन करेगा अपन?
I will be again prepare for this judiciary, because I am very much inclined to it, and till I am not selected, then until I am not selected, I will be trying.
So tell me, do you know the difference between culpable homicide and murder?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So what is situation अच्छी जोड़ी अपन magistrate हिला पर जाने आसुची and establish ये गला कि लोकोटारो से death करेज, right? But ना तो sudden provocation रही है, ना तो sudden quarrel रही है, ना तो किसी consent थिला, ना तो exceeding right of public servant or private defense जो लगी 304 exception, right? But proof कौन है? Death है, but the nature of the act was such that it was likely to cause death. Sufficient certain not like a death nature. It was likely to cause death. सो को प्रोविजन अंडर अपन तक पनिशमेंट देबे
Ma'am, it will come under section 299 and the punishment.
is a definition
Yes.
of right?
Yes.
So I'm asking you under which provision you are going to punish that person.
Under 304.
That's for culpable homicide.
Yes.
304 के conditions कौन कौन दरकार? Sudden provocation, sudden quarrel, consent, सभी कुछ भी नहीं. See किस अपन को punishment go through देबे.
Ma'am, right of defense, private defense.
କିଛି ବି ନାହିଁ. Death ହେଇଛି, ଜଣା ପଡୁଛି likely to cause death ଥିଲା, nature of that ଏମିତି ଅଛି, ତ ଆପଣ କୋଉଠି punishment ଦେବେ ତାକୁ?
I'm not answer.
Okay. So there is another thing, Limitation Act, you know.
Yes.
So Limitation Act कहाँ पर apply होचे? To which cases?
Where there is the remedy for the cases which are coming under Limitation Act, like section 3 of the Limitation Act provides a suit, appeal and applications. Yes, yes.
Whether criminal proceeding to Limitation Act apply for it?
Yes, ma'am. There are some provisions which are extended to criminal
And which
proceedings.
provision has been mentioned under Limitation Act?
Right. Sorry, ma'am. Right now I'm not.
Okay.
But
So tell me one thing, you have filed a suit in a court, a civil court, right? After the expiry period has already been expired and you are filing a suit.
yes,
Whose duty it is to see that your remedy has been extinguished under limitation period? Whose duty it is to see?
it is the duty of the court.
And if by not exercising that duty, if court is passing a judgment in that case, whether the judgment will be a legal judgment or an illegal judgment?
Illegal.
That would be legal judgment, right? Okay. How do you differentiate between an illegal judgment and irregular judgment?
Ma'am, illegal judgment is that judgment where the court has no jurisdiction to try that matter by its subject matter, and irregular jurisdiction is where it exceeds its powers.
So under Limitation Act, if the period has been prescribed and after that period you are filing a case, and if a court pronouncing the judgment, that will be an illegality. Do you think? Because illegality relating to most
Subject matter.
jurisdictional area.
Yes.
So under this case, this is an irregularity. Okay.
Yes,
So this will be not an illegality. This will be merely an irregularity, which can be cured by appeal or any other kind of remedies.
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell me what is the main object behind amending Specific Relief Act? It has been amended in 2018.
Yes,
What is the
ma'am.
main object behind that? Why it has been drastically amended?
No, I'm not.
Do you know what Amendment Act
Yes,
says?
yes, ma'am.
What has been inserted? Like, what are the main amendments provision under 2018 Specific Relief Act?
Mainly there is, ma'am, section 20 has been implemented, that where the specific performance of contract cannot be
Previously it was?
14,
Okay.
where it cannot be enforced.
Okay. Fine. Is there any amendment related to infrastructure projects?
Yes, ma'am.
What does that provision say?
That is dealt under section 21 and
Can you tell me something about prescription?
it has been dealt under section 25 of Limitation Act, and prescriptions that states that acquisitions by prescription, and it states where any right of easement, that is like right to way, right to water.
Right. Easementary right is used into your property or it is into some other person's property?
Other person's property.
Other person's property,
Yes.
right. So ଗୋଟେ illustration ହେଲା कि जदि ए ଗୋଟେ easementary right use करूची B ର property and 21 years ହେଲାଣି से सेटा को use करे सारे and से 21 years ର last 5 ବର୍ଷ बी नथिला बट तार रेंट होल्डर जे सेथु दरकार ओके एबे ए जो 5 वर्ष पर जो 21 इयर्स कंप्लीट हो जे सेबे बी कोन कर रिवर्ट कला प्रॉपर्टी को वापस आसला प्रॉपर्टी को ओके एबे विद इन 3 इयर्स से गोटे सूट फाइल कला ए को ताको से इजमेंटरी राइट रो ऑब्स्ट्रक्ट करियो पाए so now that period of 5 years is to be excluded or included within that period of 21 years
that should be excluded.
That should be excluded.
Yes.
If say 5 वर्ष पर सूट फाइल करथंता exclude ही करता
When there is the provision, it should be when there is the inventory property or acquisition by prescription. There is the provision that it should be filed between 18 years to 20 years. The next before completing the 20
no,
years.
I am asking you the जो रेंट रे से लोक माने थिले एबे से ओनर वापस आसी गले सो एबे से ओनर 5 वर्ष पर तांको केस करूछंते तांको अगेंस्ट रे कि तुम इन्वेंटरी यूज करि पारे जो कि ऑलरेडी 21 ईयर हेलानी यूज करि सारी थिले तो एबे से जो पीरियड ता तांको भडा रे लागि थिला जे जहां ऊपर इन्वेंटरी राइट यूज करा होतिला एबे वेदर दैट पीरियड टू बी एक्सक्लूडेड और नॉट माय क्वेश्चन इज दिस 3 वर्ष भितर फाइल के एक्सक्लूड हबो आपण कहले 5 वर्ष भितर 5 वर्ष पर फाइल के एक्सक्लूड हबो
There is the provision. I am not rightly recalling.
Okay, leave. Mate बोलो, what is the main object behind Section 5 being not applicable to suits? It's only applicable to appeal and application. Why not suits?
Man, suit should be filed within the limitation period, and there is appeal is the extension of original suit, and if any trial court is deciding a matter by a suit and there is appeal or application.
You're understanding my question?
Yes,
I'm asking you why doctrine of sufficient cause has not been applicable in suits. If more suit को expiry period पर file करो चाहिए, second है कि doctrine of sufficient cause apply होगा खाली नहीं कि application से appeal को apply है, why not to a suit?
I don't know.
Do you know anything about legal disability?
Yes.
Can you relate this with Section 8?
Yes, Section 8 provides its exception.
What is that?
The period which shall be the period of limitation during which the suit shall be filed, then it will be within 3 years, and it shall not be applicable to preemption.
Okay, so tell me, but लोगों minor थिला और से major थिला और से period भीतर 15 वर्ष पड़े ची disability रा period थिला 15 वर्ष, right? अभी limitation period was 12 years. After the cessation of the disability, how many years to be given to that person to file a suit? According to Section 8?
Please.
15 वर्ष period of disability से अच्छी 12 वर्ष limitation period थिला. एबे 12 वर्ष would have expired जब start ही था तो एबे after cessation of the disability, how many years to be given to that person?
3 years.
3 years.
Yes.
जल्दी से 16 वर्ष का था तो राइट अप्रूव करे था से डिसेबिलिटी सीज के पे नहीं था
18 वर्ष
तो 12 वर्ष को कितने जाओ छी
6 years
17
8
2 years राइट सो एबे तो 3 वर्ष मिलेबो ना जो 10 वर्ष बाकी अछि सेटा मिलेबो
after attaining majority he is bound to file the suit within 3 years.
Do you think this is unfair? 10 वर्ष तो मात्र already अच्छी and 3 वर्ष is the rule. तो 10 वर्ष जदि मो हाथ रे बळ का बंचुची like left over period is 10 years. So don't you think by this you're reducing the limitation period? Because Bonchiji technically or 10 वर्ष Bonchiji legally भी that is correct कि 12 वर्ष थिला 2 वर्ष period expiry ହେଇଗଲା 10 years बाकी ଅଛି. So how you can reduce that to 3 years?
Ma'am, limitation period always supports the person who are diligent, and
Here a person cannot be diligent because he was a minor. Right, that's why we are reading section 6.
yes.
Minor thila wo diligent he period because I am a minor. So more right achi file kariyapai but limitation period start habani. So jodi au 10 वर्ष बाकी अछि then sei jagah सेटा 10 वर्ष रहिबो ना तो 3 वर्ष को decrease करा हेछि.
And it will be reduced to 3 years.
Are you sure about this?
According to me, ma'am, I am not.
Okay, you will be given that 10 years. So the 3 years rule is only applicable in case where it could have been expired. The entire years could have been expired. So पूरा पढ़े छि then 3 वर्ष. But जति कि बाकी छि it is more than 3 years, then the letter of failure to be given. Okay. How to differentiate the person who is in delirium tremens and intoxicated person? What is the difference between a person under delirium tremens and intoxicated person?
Delirium tremens, those persons who are suffered with delirium tremens, there will be medical insanity, and intoxicated person are the persons who are intoxicated by any toxic substance, and it will be the intoxicated person shall be administered.
Now tell me whether it is legal insanity under section 84 or whether it's medical insanity.
Ma'am, legal insanity.
So how you differentiate between these two, medical insanity and legal insanity?
Ma'am, medical insanity is accepted under medical science, but legal insanity is that person who is committing the crime at that stage. He is he is not of sound mind, or he is insane. But if any person who is medical insane, but if at the stage of committing crime, if he is.
So tell me one thing, at the time of trial, if you are calling a doctor and taking his opinion as to his insanity, and after examining that person, the doctor giving a certificate of insanity, right? The doctor has not seen that person before the trial. Whether that evidence is valid under section 84?
Ma'am, doctor's evidence will be treated like expert evidence, and
but the doctor has not seen that person at the time of commission of offence or after that or before that. It's only during the trial he is coming and giving a certificate of insanity. So don't you think, what is your take on this? Whether you will be accepting this evidence as a magistrate or not?
Ma'am, he is only examining the medical insanity, but even if a person who is medically insane, but during his at the time of commission of the crime, he may be that is the lucid interval, that is
right.
lucid
So
period.
This is what you are trying to answer me, that the opinion doesn't have any evidentiary value relating to section 84.
That is to be proved, that the legal insanity is to be proved by the accused person, that he was.
Right. The medical insanity evidence is not relevant because the doctor has not seen that accused person at the time of commission of the offence. So can you tell me the delusion theory under insanity?
No, I'm not.
Jadhavan rule, can you explain me that?
I know, but present I am not able to recall.
How many types of breeds are there?
5 types of.
What are they?
Habeas corpus, mandamus, prohibition, certiorari, and quo warranto.
And this writ has been issued against whom? A public authority or a private authority?
Public authority.
So whether it can be issued against a private authority? Is there any exception to any writ?
Right.
Habeas corpus can be issued, right?
Habeas corpus
can be issued under against a private person. Can you say the preamble? Okay. Can you say me at least 2 lines of preamble?
I can try. With the people of India.
What is the main purpose behind this preamble? What does it do?
It is the foundation, it is the preface of the constitution, and
So every law is based upon this, right?
yes ma'am.
Fine. Okay, thank you.